Come on in. My name is Bill Tobin, and this is your Restaurant Leadership 365 Flash Briefing for Thursday, March 4th, 2021. Recently, I had a friend say, I'm a bad manager because I had bad managers. He didn't work for me, and I did know some of the managers that he'd worked for. So to put it nicely, these managers of his that I knew were not people you'd be modeling your training program after. So he had a very good point. Back to previous briefings that you may have listened to before, how would someone know to be a good manager if they've never seen good management? My quick answer to that is that we've had examples around us throughout our lives. From parents to coaches to school teachers and other jobs, we've seen people, quote, managing, unquote, their lives, their households, their teams, and their classrooms. As a participant in any of those settings, and whether you realize it or not, you probably saw things that worked and things that didn't work. Moreover, if you were the subject of some of the managing, there's a chance that you may have had a negative emotion around it, even if it was effective. On top of that, if you've experienced extreme parenting or extreme coaching, there's a tendency for some to swing the pendulum to the completely other extreme. For instance, if your parents' approach was to give you lots of freedom and allowed you to learn through your own mistakes or failures, then you may feel the need to overcompensate in the other direction. Your approach for parenting may be quite the opposite, where you want to protect your child from making any mistakes or having any failures by not giving them freedom, or worse, making all the decisions for them. That same can be said for restaurant managers and chefs as well. There are strict disciplinarians who may have a tendency to yell and get in your face like Gordon Ramsay, and there are managers who have no control over their dining rooms or kitchens. Both scenarios are not healthy long term, especially as Generation Xers and Millennials become the majority of the workforce. Instead, identify the traits that you respect the most from managers, both in and out of the restaurant, and incorporate those traits to create your own style of management. At the same time, find resources and groups outside of the restaurant to help you learn best practices. So your task for today: create your own style of management by emulating those you respect the most. Now go make it happen. Do you have a comment or a tip for restaurant leaders? Text me at 808-201-0550 or find me at restaurantleadership365.com. This is Bill Tobin. Thanks for coming in. See you tomorrow.